Ba-da-bum-bum-bum-bum. Hello, everybody. How's it going? I do want to preface this by saying that I haven't eaten much today, so I do have some snacks for the stream. If you don't have snacks, go get some snacks. I have some English muffins that I put a liberal amount of grape jelly or jam, however you want to call it. So I'm going to be snacking on these for a little bit. Hey, sir. How's it going, man? So, the live stream is titled The Way That It Is for a very specific reason that we might get into more later. But long story short, it's basically coming down from motivation, or rather, I don't really want to say desperation, but a motivation to move on past the Libresca blow up. If you guys missed it, it was a couple streams back. I think it was 2 days ago, actually. I tapped my Libresca helmet 11 times and it never went to a +2. Yeah, it was a very pricey thing, and I'm not gonna let that go because that's a very hard thing to just be like, oh, never happened. Who cares? Also, I'm fishing at the moment, by the way. So yeah, that's kind of what has kind of inspired the title of today. But we're gonna go over patch notes and stuff as well. Let me see if I can maybe get those pulled up real quick. Here we are. So we got some patch notes with some Ailton music. Oh, I love Ailton. It's a great place. So I'm going to kind of get into a rant about Dracania Awakening. I think personally that the Pearl Abyss dropped the ball. You guys dropped the ball hardcore. Mountain of Eternal Winter came out, and then it was all about Dracania this, Dracania that. Main story, no Awakening to be seen anywhere for the entire season. And then all of a sudden now we get this new season, Dawn of Dragons, and now Dracania Awakening. Like, what came close to this was Corsair. Corsair got Awakening like a week or two before the end of her season. And every season prior to that was, if a character was released like Sage, they would get Awakening almost right away, or within like Nova was like 2 weeks into the season, then she got Awakening. So that way people can really like say, oh, okay, this class isn't for me. But no, that never happened with Dracania. So in my opinion, they dropped the ball big time. You're entitled to your opinion, no matter how wrong it might look in other people's eyes. Never forget that. So, Dracania Awakening, Season of Dragons, Marnie Wave, Family Fame Improvements, Events, and then different class changes and stuff like that. So, and then changes fixed, all that stuff. So, Dracania Awakening, I'm not going to go over any of this because I'll be completely honest with you guys. I have zero desire to go on Dracania. Dracania felt very much like Guardian to me, and being a Kuno main, specifically Awakening Kuno or even Secession, their APM required to play Kuno is way higher than a Guardian or way higher than a Dracania. Not trying to discredit anybody who is playing those classes, but there's a huge difference of like spamming skills and stuff like that. And in my opinion, it feels too slow to me. So I will not be checking out Awakening. Go check it out for yourself. Go check out somebody else. You can turn off the stream. I don't care. It's not going to offend me at all. The new season, Dawn of Dragons, has begun, so they basically are going into different things here. There is an event with this right now that if you do their free trial thing, you can actually play to earn your own copy of Black Desert Online. So if you're new to Black Desert or you're not very familiar with it, but you might want to give it a shot, you're not sure if you want to like delve in and spend the $10, you can do the free trial thing, and we'll talk about that. It's one of the events right now, and you can actually play to earn your own copy of Black Desert permanently. As with every season, they have the two different items, one from doing the season pass, and then the other one from grinding mobs and getting them. So these are the two. Brimbolt, this is the season pass item, and then Rift's Haze over here is from grinding mobs. I also realized that my mouse is, for you guys, black. For me, it's inverted. So when I go over here, it's white. When it's over here, it's black. So for some reason, that doesn't show up in OBS, which is weird. Dawn of Dragons season pass is here. So basically, just the whole normal season pass thing. I do kind of want to go check out the prizes, or like the things that you can get from it. So I'm going to kind of like scroll through this a little bit, just kind of go at a moderate speed. If you guys want to pause and take a look over it, the things to notate are there are two storage maids. I think there's a storage and a contract maid. That is for your storage, and then also the other one is for your marketplace. And then there's also a, what's it called, a outfit box, or an outfit box. So there's a ton of things to help out with the season. Time-filled Blackstones, find magical Blackstones, advice to Valks. They got the Kydex crystals again. Item collection scrolls, combat scrolls, Tuvala ore, whole bunch of advice to Valks, Cronstones, more of the coins, more 300%, item collection scrolls, just a whole bunch of goodies, irregardless if you do the season or not. In my opinion, it can be very, very good to purchase the season pass, but this is just my personal opinion. The permanent flute, that's like, what, 10, 20 bucks in the game? I can't remember what it is, but you have to spend real money for that. This storage maid, and then there's also the transaction maid. This outfit box alone is almost 30 bucks, like 20, 30 bucks. To purchase the two maids separately, that's like another like 20 bucks. Like, for spending, I think it's like 30 bucks for the season pass, you're getting almost like $50 of IRL money's worth. So, in my opinion, it's worth it, but obviously it's up to you guys. New Olvia, apparently they're changing a little bit of the season stuff, so they're removing New Olvia to Season 4, which feels kind of weird that Novice only is being, but okay. Rule of P2, 3, 4, and New Olvia 5, so these ones are all being changed over to these ones. So Marnie Wave. So this is an interesting mechanic. While riding on your horse, after you go and do a couple of quests, you have access to essentially a jukebox while you're on your mount, and you can just have it play while you're on your mount. I thought, personally, this was going to be you get to choose the music wherever you are in the game, irregardless of where you are. But maybe that's coming next. I don't know. If it is, then I called it, but... So these are the ones that apparently play city jazz vibes, cool jazz hours, ethnic fusion waves, rockin' abyss, symphonic riders, acoustic guitar, legacy time, Celtic legacy buskers, Celtic legacy parades. I almost read that as parades, by the way. I don't know why. Relevant quest line, you have to be level 50 for it. I think you just talk... maybe you talk to... the Black Spirit. I'm not entirely certain how you go about that. Family fame, they improved the family fame, so if your combat fame was a certain bracket, every single day you'd get so much silver added to your Black Spirit safe. Well, now they've improved the amount, so this was before 300,000 for now 4.2 million. I guess you can call this inflation, I don't know, but the most you can get was 4.2, and that seems to be the lowest. So... it's not too bad, I guess. And same thing with life fame and special fame. Again, you can pause if you want to check out more specifically. So the different events, let me go ahead and just open up all these real quick. Some of which I'm not sure about. So there's the season pass. We already went over this, but basically, if you're new to seasons, they're pretty straightforward. For me at this point, I just don't really pay too much attention to these sort of things. But check out their website if you want more information on season stuff, because... I'm not going to go over all of it, but it's your first couple of seasons can be kind of difficult to go through, but once you get like one or two in your belt, they're very simple, very straightforward. So there's this other event, Ash Dragon's Roar. I've actually seen a few of these so far. While you're out grinding or just traveling the world, you'll find this dragon. He'll appear and he'll actually try to attack you. Basically, you just want to guard up in his direction to prevent yourself from taking damage, and then a crate basically falls on the ground. Or a chest, whatever you want to call it. These are the locations that he can show up. The Serendia, Calpheon, Valencia, Camasilvia, Dragon, Odalita, or Mountain of Eternal Winter. I was actually at Jade, and then the other spot that I was at was actually in Camasilvia, and it was Myramok. So those two I do know 100% they do spawn there. It's kind of a rare chance, kind of like if you're grinding Shere Khan or Cagtums for Garmoth to appear. But basically, once you destroy the box, these are not guaranteed. Want to be very clear, because people apparently don't know how to read. I swear. It's not directed at anybody watching this, hopefully. But if you have a history of not reading, just read the freaking text. You get a chance to get some crystals, and then you guaranteed... I don't remember getting these. Guaranteed to obtain... Oh, okay, that's why. So it's a buff. I forgot about that. You get this buff here, which gives you 10 extra AP against monsters, 5 monster damage reduction, 300 skill points, which is, honestly, it's kind of like the Knight event, if you guys are familiar with that. 10% item drop rate, 10% chance to gain knowledge, 5% for higher grade knowledge, 2 to attack, casting speed, 2 to movement speed. And that's a 30-minute duration. And you can also get the buff while it's active. It just refreshes the timer to 30 minutes, doesn't stack, so... This is a pretty cool event for those who are doing season stuff because it gives you a ton more skill points, and like I said, it's very much like the Mysterious Knight. Moving on, Dracania Awakening Twitch drops. Basically, you watch people on Twitch after linking your Twitch account, and these are the rewards you get for up to 15 hours. I believe how this works is you must watch 1 hour, claim the reward, and then watch 4 more hours. It's not like you just set yourself to watch, and 9 hours later you can collect all 3. I think you have to claim the first one, and then watch 4 more, claim that, watch 4 more, claim that, watch 2 more, claim this, and watch 4 more and claim that. So, beware of that. Dragons hidden within the Black Desert World, DAS for short, the Dragon Appreciation Society. TLDR of this event, you basically want to take screenshots of anything that has a concept of a dragon in the world. So scour the entire world, put it into the photo gallery. These are your requirements, and it also tells you how to navigate and like upload there. For top 10 adventurers who pretty much take a pretty photo, let's be honest, it's any person who is a shy character who's going to be standing in frame. They're going to get an outfit box. For all the rest of us who are actually trying to take like legitimate photos like this, we're just going to get this Comp Out of Life fame box. Moving on. 100 loyalties shop for the Dawn of Dragons. So every day you can get 200 loyalties in the store or in the the challenges menu. From there, every single day there's a new item that's going to be obtainable. So on July 27th, which is today, you can actually get 100 Cronstones, and this stays in there until August 24th. So be aware of that. But these are all the different rewards: 100 Cronstones, 5 item collection scrolls, 2 of these Giovan Grolin's support scrolls, a rare Courser training box, a plus 40, Supreme Old Moon scroll timed by 3. That's a 50% drop rate times by 3. Secret Book of Florin times by 3. Artisan's Memory times by 5. Advice of Immortality times 2. Energy Tonic Large, which is a 50 energy, times by 2. Courser's Aura times by 2. Valk's Cries times by 10. Shikatsu's Luxury Box times by 1. And Ancient Spirit Dust times 100. So every single day for these days, the way I perceive this is that I'm going to have 100 less loyalty than what I normally would get, which is 200. But that's okay. It's free stuff. That's how I feel about it. Now, this is the get to 50 and get a Game Pass. So basically, Game Pass is not like the Xbox Game Pass, right? Where you pay for like a subscription. This is more like you will get a full copy of the game forever. It looks like you have from July 27th today to August 10th to start it, I guess. The level up period is from July 27th to August 17th. Basically, who is eligible? New adventurers who sign up for Black Desert during the event period, or adventurers who have been playing Black Desert without purchasing a package using a free trial pass. Click the 14-day free trial button on the official Black Desert website to get a free trial pass to freely access Black Desert for 14 days. First time playing it, check out the installation. So they have this whole thing that you can do that makes it so easy for people to do, but I'm sure still people don't. Reach level 50 or higher with a character in your family during the level up period to receive a permanent game pass. You must reach level 50 within the level up period to receive a permanent game pass. If you previously reached level 50 while playing on a free trial pass before the event period, you must re-achieve level 50 on a different character. Once you hit level 50, you'll receive a permanent game pass during the following maintenance. If you receive level 50 on August 1st, you'll receive the permanent game pass on August 3rd on Wednesday. That is if they also stick to August 3rd and Wednesday being maintenance. Sometimes it's a Tuesday night, sometimes it's a Thursday night, just saying. So basically, you don't have to purchase it. It's permanent. It'll allow you to play the game permanently. You don't have to worry about it. It's fine. Event number 2, July 27th, also today, until August 17th. For anybody who gets, it looks like level 56, and complete either the Secession or Awakening quest line with the same character, you'll be able to get a 200 adventurers who fulfill the objectives before August 24th will be randomly selected to win a Conqueror's Edition. So this is a €90 or I guess a €259 total values worth. Comes with all this stuff right here. So a lot of goodies. If you are not doing it for this, I mean, you really should. I mean, it's only 200 adventurers who are going to be doing that, but I mean, it's better than nothing. Then I also have a pen, make pen to Vala gear and get a Conqueror Edition. Similar sort of concept. 200 adventurers will do that, but you need 3 different pieces of pen, which is very simple to do. It's very simple. So this is how you can actually start playing the game for free. Level 50 is so easy to get. I actually power leveled 2 people today to level 50 on my guild. So it only took like maybe an hour, if even. So it's not too bad. So the Dragon Appreciation Society is looking for talent. This is an IRL event, sort of a thing, July 27th through the 23rd, August 23rd. Basically, it's an art contest. That's pretty much it. An artistic piece versus a creative piece. You basically just submit, and I'm not going to go over this because I'm not artsy-fartsy about things. I'm terrible when it comes to drawing. But you create either an artistic or creative sort of drawing, submit it into it on their, I guess, their fan art category stuff, and here's what you can get for artistic flair. This is what you can get for a creative flair, and anybody who participates will get, I think this is a 30% drop rate for an hour, so it's better than nothing. I could just get like go to Paint and make something real quick and call it creative, you know. If I win, I get a value back. Anyways, moving on. So, class changes. Now you can actually have 28 characters in total, and then only newly created ones can access her awakening. You woo. My other Dracania, I might as well just like... Oh, that's trial. Okay. I was about to say I can delete my Dracania class, which I'm still thinking about doing. There's nothing in here for Kuno. I'm not going to go over everything because it would just take forever for Dracania. Items, they changed the following honor outfit appearances. Hash got a change for Hercules honor. Sage, Guardian, Dracania, Corsair, and Tamer got changed for the Dobart. And Nova got changed for Dobart as well. This is another really interesting thing, and this is what I wanted to talk about as well. For those of you who have ever made cron meals before, you know how painful it is to make cron meals. You have to make one at a time. This basically allows you, very similar to making cooking boxes, make 10 cron meals at a time, which is very nice. That's pretty much it. But it's helpful. The following pet feed EXP gains have been doubled. So these items right here, their EXP has been doubled. How leveling up pets work is you have to feed them, and then when they run out of food, you feed them again, and their XP goes up. So it looks like all the items, maybe they're missing one or two, but I usually use organic feed or even like good feed. As long as it's not the one you buy from vendors, I think. Because that's like, I don't know, budget feed or something. I don't know. It's not budget feed, but it's, maybe it is one of them. I don't know. I don't use the vendor one. I use organic all the time because it's just, it's a lot more forgiving on weight, for sure. Especially when you're grinding, you want that extra weight capacity. So this is easier to level up pets to level 10, so which is nice. Change the item description for Fiery and Frosted Blackstones to now mention that they can be used to upgrade Caravel and Gallius vessels. Change the details of exchanging silver key times 100 to gold key times by 1 for Morco, of Crow Guilds and all these different things. So minor little improvements here and there. I'm just trying to see if there's anything else. The Marnie's Pocket Watch item has been removed. Any item used to reform it. I got this to a pen, by the way, so does that mean I get a pen awakening weapon? Probably not. I'm not even going to go and check. I'm so miffed at them for not doing Dracania properly that I just don't care. I don't. Mythical Feathers have also been changed. Now, this is content that I don't really do, and I know a lot of people do. So I'm going to just kind of like pause. You can pause and read if you want. Here's another one. You can pause and read if you want. The maximum price for these are going up, so be prepared to spend more money on these. Here's some more stuff to read here because I don't really know. And then, thanks to persistent requests of some adventures, you can now earn the once season exclusive title Island Hopper. Woo. Cool, I guess, and a lot of other knowledge related stuff that just doesn't really apply too much to me. This is cool though. This is another thing I really wanted to talk about. It's a location snapshot function to the world map to make it more convenient for adventurers who frequently reference certain locations on their map. In particular, it can be useful when browsing information displayed on the world map outside of major cities, such as bartering or node management sites. We hope this minor improvement will make a meaningful impact on your experience. This is not a minor improvement. This is a huge improvement. I'm geeking out about something so simple. Basically, you hold down Alt and a number key, and then you can actually create wherever you want to go. So to kind of demonstrate this in a more like before patch, if I needed to go to say like Velia, I would go over here. Now if I were over in Ailton real quick, hold on, Velia, Alt 1, save the current location. Now if I go to Ailton and hit 1, boom, I'm at Velia. Nice. If I wanted to go to a very specific spot, let's say like Ronin over here, for example. Let's save this as 1, and I'm over in Ailton. Boom, Ronin's there. So now this can actually be used kind of in a weird sense. So Pewterim, who's the Bird Rift monster, he has a chance of spawning 3 different spots: Desert Naga, over here in Crescent Shrine, or in Titium Valley. So if I Alt 2 here and I go over to here, no, I have to be zoomed out, but I can actually see all 3 from this exact point, which is very nice. I like that. So to me, that's a major improvement, able to just move around the map by hitting a num key or something like that, instead of having to like scroll and move around on the map, just like click and drag and move around, or hit the little icons on the side as to what town you want to go to, which is very nice. Some species descriptions appear differently in Fish Guide and Knowledge, so apparently there was a lot of things that were just kind of weird. I don't know. I don't do a lot of fishing either. They added a sort menu icon. There's some stuff over here I'm going to skip, by the way. But added tabs to sort main and awakening weapon skills in the skill add-on UI. I can't tell you, when I was first going over, like way back when, trying to find out what exact ability that I wanted to add some like effects to, or one skill that I wanted to add effects to, it was very difficult for me to figure out which one it is. So I had to like write down or like type out or take a screenshot of all the different abilities that I play on Awakening on my Kuno, and I've revised it a little bit here and there, but this would have been so much more helpful back then, because yeah, it was just, I didn't understand what all like were Awakening, what were like the Secession or like pre-Awakening skills. It was confusing, so I'm glad that they actually added this for other people now. And then some web issues, changes and fixes. There's a lot of stuff. Apparently there was an issue of the Kuno about outfits not displaying properly. That's about it. I mean, I don't know what more you want from me, but that's all the end of the patch notes. And I don't think usually there might be like 1 or 2 extra announcements here and there. Like there's this thing here that is not in the patch notes because this is more of an event sort of thing. Let me just double check. There's this? Was that? No, this wasn't in there. Would be helpful, don't you think? It's part of the patch. I mean, I figured it would be important. This was in part of the patch notes. Maybe it links to that. I don't know. So this is the 3rd week of the summertime GM event, Fiesta. So this is an event that they've been doing for, well, 3 weeks now. Essentially, you go and talk to the GM. I think this one might be GM Fiesta, maybe. I don't know. GM Friday. It's probably GM Friday, yeah. So you go to these certain time periods, you talk to them, and then you get put into an like a raffle, essentially. GM's Care, I think, is going to be during these times. And then TGIF, which is this second one, is going to be for the weekends. And it looks like it's a Wiccan Skull $25 gift card. I don't even know what Wiccan Skull is. I'll be 100% with you guys. Oh, it's Candlemancer. Like I know what that means. Moving on. So, yeah, this is the only other thing. Okay, so Dawn of Dragons level up perks. Basically, if you can get up to, I guess there's a hot time thing that you can get. Yeah, hot time in probably the season servers, if I had to guess. Weekend and weekdays, 24/7. It's 300%. Yeah, only on season servers. You level up a character during the event, and depending on what level you hit, you'll get these sort of rewards. I'm going to kind of go over these kind of quick. Magical Elixir, how come that looks weird? Shiny Shikatu Seals, those are actually really good. You get, at level 59, a Pen Tuvala Ring. That's very nice. More Shiny Shikatu Seals. 60, you get a Pen Tuvala Earring. You can also do a character name transfer coupon. And a Dawn of Dragons special box, which let's just take a look at that. You get all of the following: 10 hards, 5 sharps, 2 more Supreme Old Moon Guild Scrolls, Old Moon Scrolls, I think this is 200 million silvers worth, and then also 5 more item collection increased scrolls. So very good. I always like the seasons because they always give out a ton of item collection scrolls, 100%. That is all the stuff that's really there. There's also Pearl Shop stuff, but it's just a new outfit for Draconia. That's there's nothing really new there, so I don't know, guys. I don't know. I don't know. Fishing, by the way, they did change to where it's no longer a day for the price guarantee. It's actually 3 days, and it's been 5 hours, and this thing is still not decreased in value. I'm going to eat some more of my English muffins because now they're kind of cold. Oh. So, enjoy Ailton, okay? don't know if this is coming across very well, but you see how tall I am right now? See where my head is? I'm gonna lift my chair up. I don't know why my chair has been sinking recently, but it has. All right. I also forgot I turned the volume way up, so my chair being an issue, you know, it wouldn't be my chair if it was working right, I guess. I don't know. All right. Let me go ahead and equip my gear. So let's go ahead and talk about some things that I plan on doing today. I'll be 100%. I don't really know. And that's not even an exaggeration. I legitimately don't know what I'm doing today. I know that I just wanted to talk about some stuff and kind of go from there. So, you're along for the ride, just like I am. For starters, let's go over to Imperial Fish Delivery, and let's go ahead and... if your fishing is higher, do you sell things more? No. Is this trade? 15.94. 15.9 now. I don't know. I got 3 Imperial seals, so that's kind of cool, I guess. Yeah, I don't do a lot of fishing, to be honest with you guys. Alright, so let's go ahead and get started on some topics. So, I've mentioned this before, and this is probably the last time I mentioned it for a while, unless it's for a meme. The Lebresca blow-up the other day really has inspired me to do one thing and one thing only, and that is to start grinding for a lot of money. Today alone, I've pretty much earned almost every single one of these capstones. That's almost 300 in a day, which is almost $1 billion just by itself in its own right. When I started today, this was a hair over maybe 200,000. No, it's 400,000, and I've earned 1.1 billion today alone. It was also 33 capstones here. Nice. Let's take those out and put them over here. Or maybe I could put all these into Valia. That might be a better choice. So, my goal, looking at some gear, I was looking at, actually not just there, I was looking at ring, and I was looking by item grade. Now, there's a lot of good rings to go with. Ring of Crescent Guardian is one that would be actually really good. I'd go up 4 more, but it's also 59.5, which is on the low end of the pens for accessories. I don't know if I actually want to purchase completely. My goal, this might be just me being absolutely crazy, bonkers, just stupid. I want to pen my own gear eventually. So far, having all 4 of my gear saying created by the great adventure creator Dusty Rhodes feels really nice, and same thing with this one pen from the Jetina's guaranteed enhancement stuff. It's very nice, but we're a ways away, like a very far ways away for me to get this stuff. So if we're going just for damage output, Crescent Guardian is not the best. What is the best, actually, in my opinion, is Tungrad. In terms of AP, it's 21. There is Ominous Ring, which is 18, plus a ton of accuracy. Eye of the Ruins, which is 20, same thing as basically Ring of Crescent Guardian. Ring of Cadre has a bunch of DP in it. Force Renaros has DP as well, a little bit of DP, kind of like a mixture of both. Eye of the Ruins, no. And then you got a few of these over here. I think, in my opinion, Tungrad Ring and potentially Tungrad or potentially Ominous. So this is 18, but it's also 125. Jeez. Like, the accuracy is so ridiculous. I guess it's also 125 for a pen Tungrad. But I think what I might do to kind of like split the difference. So this is 21, 21. This one is 20, 20. 12 accuracy, and this is 12 accuracy. The only difference between this 125 million or 125 billion versus this almost 64 billion is 1 AP. What? So that being the case, I want to start getting at least some pen Ring of Crescent Guardian. Now that's 63.5. I'm a few off, So my thought process is I could buy a ton of these and try to fail stack them up to Tets. Now, Tet wouldn't be too bad, but the problem is it would only replace realistically my Tet Kaposha, because my pen Kaposha that I have is the same as this. Now, granted, I could then move this over to a different character, and then I can have this, which is effectively the same thing. That's the only difference. Do I want to do that? Not really. Alternatively, I could go with a Tungrad, and that gives me 18. It's same accuracy as well. So this will actually improve both rings. One at a Tet, that'll go up by 2, and then the pen Kaposha will also go up by 1. And just to show that, can I not show that? It goes by the first slot. It does. So this will go up by 1. This one will go up by 2 AP. That's 3 more AP, putting me at 288, which is fantastic. Now, this is probably what I'll end up going for, is some Tungrad rings, and I'm totally fine paying whatever the highest price is. I'm not going to be like these scrubs down here, because I know how important it is to sell things at a very high value when you are selling enhanced goods, especially things like this that might have taken a while, a high fail stack, you name it. Enhancing accessories is one of the worst things in this game, and anybody who does it, my hat goes off to you, and at the same time, I am slightly jealous of your luck. But, moving on, necklaces. Necklaces, going over them, there's a few good ones to go for. If you're going for like straight up just raw AP, Debereka necklace is probably your best bet at a 40-40 accuracy of 24. This would increase my AP by 10, and this is a pen Kaposha. This is equivalent of in between a Tri and a Tet Debereka. So if I wanted to just kind of save up for 60 billion, that I could probably get this. Realistically, I'd be one of 24 people right now at a 63 bill. Not really looking forward to that. Ogre ring, these are more, it looks like 5 more AP, 4 more AC. I think a Tet is the same, as a Kaposha. A Cecile's necklace, this is more of a DP necklace. I'm not really concerned about DP personally, because I'm an EVA class. Serap's necklace, a little bit more accuracy at the cost of 2 AP. Not really concerned about accuracy yet. Tungrad, this might be my best bet, at least going with a Tet. The reason for this is the Black Spirit's Rage. That's the only reason that I would want to do this. I do need to get the cup again, but there's so many on the marketplace. I actually bought one the other day, so I'm totally fine with that. I'm going to wait to actually do the cup accessories until my accessories are all at pen. That's going to be the priority. But what I feel like after accessories, what I'm going for, I'm probably going to go for main weapon or sub weapon or another weapon upgrade before maybe armor, or maybe before another accessory again. So I'm thinking Tungrad might be pretty good. Leighton, I believe, is also the very same. There's no additional statistics on a Leighton, and it's 85, so it's a little bit cheaper than a Tungrad. It's 35.24. This one is 35.24, so it's the same thing, just a little bit cheaper. The only difference is there's actually one in the marketplace, but by the time I get how much is this? 95.5 billion. That could be 95 days from now, if I get 1 bill a day. So that's my goal, but we'll see. And then you also got the Revived River necklaces. This is just a ton of DP and accuracy. And then this lunar one is AP and accuracy, a ton more accuracy. But I think I'm going to go with the AP route and go with this eventually, the Debereka. Moving on to the last one that I want to discuss. I'm not going to go over earrings just yet, because I'm actually pretty content with my Tet and pen ones that I got going on right now. So these ones, the belts, we got looking at Manos. No, we're looking at Centaurus Belt. I believe this one is more of a DP. Yep. Basilisk Belt. This one was potential for sure. It's a bit cheaper. It's on the cheaper side of about 53.5 on base, 57.5 on high end. This one is going to be 3 more AP and 2 more accuracy than what I have currently. Valtara's Eclipse Belt, same thing, 3 more, and then also a little bit more accuracy. It's actually lighter as well, 0.45 lighter, which is something interesting. Tungrad Belt is 21, so it's 4 more and 12. I think the other ones were 3, weren't they? Basilisk, yeah, they were. So Tungrad so far is best in terms of AP. Orkinrad's Belt, this is kind of a in between AP and DP. Turo's Belt, that's just a ton of accuracy, 34. And then Deboreka's Belt, I believe this is the only other one. And this one just has a ton more AP. So eventually Deboreka is probably going to be what I go with. I think for now, though, I'm probably going to stick with a Tet Belt, which would give me 1 more AP. So realistically, 1 AP here. We go to Necklace, Tungrad. This is the exact same statistics, just 20 more Black Spirit's Rage. And then the other one here is going to be Tungrad Ring at a Tet. This will give me 3 more. So in total, it'll be 4 more. It'll be at 289, I believe. Is that enough to get to another breakpoint, though? That is the real question of the day. I thought it was 291 was the next one, but I could be wrong on the brackets. I don't have these things memorized. Okay, guys. Ugh. Oh. Wait for something to load. Also, 2 bosses are spawning, Karanda and Kazarka. I'm probably going to do both those as well, so while I wait for that to load, we're going to Karanda. I was going to go there anyways, but it just cemented the fact. So, looking at AP brackets, 289 is actually the next bracket. So this is, sorry. This over here is the AP side. This one's the DP side. 289 is going to be the next bracket. So if I get all of my accessories to Tet Tungrad, excluding the necklace, I'm going to prioritize the other ones, the 2 rings and the belt. I will actually get 7 more AP in terms of the additional attack. So that's going to be very nice. Let's go ahead and kill off Karanda and Kazarka, and then, I don't know, maybe grind for a little bit. How much Agris do I have? Only 8k. Be a low Agris, but that'd be okay. I might save the Agris for tomorrow or something. The biggest problem with me grinding and getting like 1 billion every day is it relies on Agris. So if I can maybe find a place, or maybe not rely on Agris to be my saving grace. Obviously I'll continue to use Agris as often as I can, but I want to find a place that I can go to where I can get like a bill, I would say in less than 2 hours, but without like a rare drop like Stars In with Disto Rings or something like that. Now the idea too is to get 1 billion in capital every day. By that I mean I want to be able to get 1 billion in trash loot as well as marketplace items. So marketplace items, getting up like 100 capstones a day with a value pack would be 270, I think. Hold on, let me go to Garmoth. I'm gonna kind of like AFK for just a second here. Bum, 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 bum. Tax calculator. What is my family fame? My family fame is at 5,800. It's been a while since I actually looked at this. 5,894. And we're gonna go for 300 million. No value pack. So if I were to sell, I think it would be, actually it'd be, we'll just do one. So 1 full order, 100 full orders of capstones, we would have only 196. If I do a value pack, it's 255. So if I incorporate this 255, if I earn roughly 3/4 of a bill every single day, on top of getting 100 capstones, that's technically 1 billion every single day when I go to sell the capstones. That's how I'm going to have to treat this, and how I'm going to treat this. Because if I don't, then I could definitely get a little bit, I don't know, annoyed that my plan isn't working out. The whole point of this is I want to get that 3 extra AP. I want to get any sort of advantage that I can, but that doesn't mean that's going to be the end of it all. Hopefully by the time I get to like 289, if I hit that bracket, maybe I can find myself going to maybe, I don't know, maybe a Calpheon spot, or maybe I can go back to Orcs again for a little while. I need to grind like Bandits or one of the other places for Shard of the Drain Knight for the cup pieces anyways. Like, there's places that I can go to for sure at that AP and make a ton of money. I could even go back. I might be able to, but I need more DP to go to Gyfin Temple. I know I can grind Gyfin Temple right now. It's just not comfortably because everything hits like a truck. So there are places that I want to go. There are places and things that I want to do. A lot of people are saying there are some places like the Calpheon Elvia that are really good, but I wouldn't know because I haven't really been there. It would be nice to go and try them out, but I need to find out what's the in-game goal, and ultimately it's to eventually get pen everything and get enough playing money that when the season arrives that I'll have a decent chunk of change, that if I wanted to buy like a weapon or something like that, that I could just have the extra liquid silver capital to kind of mess around with. So hey, got an artifact. Nice. Alright, let's go ahead and change the gold bars. Put that into there. Go ahead and repair up. And then, did I mess it up? I think I might have messed something up. Oh well. Let's go ahead and put these also family inventory, and then we're going to hop over to my Kazark alt real quick. And past this, there are, I guess there's Morocco and Quint in like an hour, but I'm not going to be too worried about Morocco and Quint. I kind of just want to go grinding for a little bit more. If I can do maybe like 2 hours of Jade early in the morning to like warm up for the day, and then maybe go on to do maybe an hour or two maybe in the afternoon, kind of break up the grind instead of all at once, I think that might be more tolerable for me. Exhaustion is a real life factor, and you know, I might go back to Serendia Elvia tonight, to be honest. Kind of like feeling it, you know? I look over at chat. Again, I know you guys can't see this because there are some things that can be said in chat that I don't want people to see, whether it be related to like maybe a real life situation or just like a politically charged thing. Just to me, it never feels good to see that sort of stuff when I'm watching streamers. So I try to provide that sort of environment. But somebody got killed. Creamy Cake was killed by Nightmarish Kazarka. That wasn't why I was laughing, though. The very next thing that was posted by somebody else right after that was, feels good when you dye an outfit and it comes out better than expected. And what went through my mind was, oh, don't you worry, Creamy Cake got a dyed outfit, that's for sure. It was a little bit more red than we were expecting. Yeah, Kazarka just doesn't want people on him right now. Wrong button. Screamy Cake again. Nightmarish Kazarka takes forever to die. Not really. I don't want to reply to that person in guild chat because they might think I need to grind more Myru today with them. They were AFK while I grinded for him. I was one of the 2 guys I power leveled. No offense, I just don't want to. I just don't want to do that right now. I think I might go to bandits. I do believe that. I'm feeling it. Game, do me a solid and don't make me get a box here at the end, because then it'll make it look like I'm active. Please and thank you. No offense to my guild and everything, but I've learned in my short time playing online games, when you offer to help somebody, they tend to take that as a thing of, oh, they're available, let me go ahead and ask them again. But I've also had people where, you know, I tell them no and they're like, oh, okay, no problem, man. The big suck attack? Maybe, potentially. Wow, there's Dracanias all over the place. There's at least 3 right there. Wow. Oh, there's 4. Apparently that wasn't the 25% mega attack. Just gonna hang out here for a minute. Drink some water. By the time I get in here, though. Oh, the evasion, man. Thank you. Oh, here comes the suck. Just not gonna deal with it. Just gonna V out. I wasn't the only one that thought that either. I didn't see any red players, but I've been lied to before. I got a nightmarish box. Game, I told you not to do that. Now I'm gonna flex it, sorry. So basically, this is a version of the Nightmare spot or the Kazarka box, but it could be like a pry, a duo. I think might be a try. I don't know, but you basically skip like the first 15 enhancement levels. If you roll like a pry box, you get a pry version of a Kazarka weapon, which is very nice. And I wasn't the only one. One of the guys that I was power leveling earlier got it too. Nice. Alright. Just being positive, don't mind me. This is why I go to world bosses, by the way. In case anybody asks, like, are they worth your time? I mean, if you're not doing anything, they're definitely worth your time, because a Nightmares one, I've had the lowest amount of money that I've had, it was like maybe at least 10 million, but I've had as high as 300 million one time. It has a chance to give you a pry, duo, try, Kazarka box, or a normal Kazarka box. More than likely, or most of the time, it's a normal box, but you never know. Should I open? Nah, I'll hold on to it. I'd be stoked if he actually got like a duo or something like that. I don't know if you can get any higher than a try though. Got a normal, yeah. It's only from a Uber KZ. Who wants to give me the 56 real quick? That's a great question. I'm going to Bandits in Elvia. I'm going to let people know that if they... I don't really want to do that, though, because I want to make some money. Money. This is my problem. I want to be nice. I want to be helpful, but I tend to prioritize other people more than myself, which gets me in trouble. Mainly, I just don't get the things done that I want to get done, that's all. Excuse me. I'm gonna go ahead and just get rid of these, to be honest. Just get out of here. Okay, I need to take a pit stop. I'm gonna head over to the border of Camisylvia because I need to go and... where is it? So we're gonna go to this intersection right there. Also, I'm wearing my Karlstein outfit today because I'm going to, now that I remembered that, I'm going to head over toward the border of Camisylvia, Odalita, and then I'm going to head up through Calphion up to the spot that I'm going to, because today, I should have done this yesterday, but I made the other, nope, that's the wrong one, the other box. So I have the sub-weapon box, and basically that, if I'm not using like Cloud Umbra or something else, this now will effectively take up seven inventory slots. And I wish that there was a box that you could like put this into. If only they had a box that you could put stuff into. It doesn't work with this, by the way. It's only premium stuff, it seems like. Hint, hint, nudge, nudge. It doesn't say like any way that you can like change it or anything. Like, can I, let me just... what level are you? Sadistic. Did I spell that right? So let me just show you while I wait for him to respond. Patrigio box, right? Usually you can put stuff in it, so I'm going to take out all this stuff. So now if I head over to, where'd it go? Here? No. Patrigio box. You can't do it. Maybe it's a Morco box that I need to. I don't know, but I like physically can't go over to it. And this is, I guess this would be a way for me to tell. If I try to equip this helmet piece right here, cannot put this item into the bag. Well, if I'm not wearing this stuff, let's say all this, and I'm wearing my Cloud Umbra, 4 inventory slots here. Like what? 4. What? Really is only 4? I guess it is. 5 if I get the other, you know, weapon. That's 4 inventory slots I can't use while grinding, you know, and I don't like that. So maybe it's a Morco box. I don't know. 32. Where are you at? I might actually do trees again. I don't know. Bandits is actually very good XP too, by the way. I might decide to be nice and not go grinding. There's always time for me to grind later. That's how I feel about it. Watch him say Ailton. Ailton, I knew it. I'm in Sir 2. I can pick you up and take you to trees to get to 56 real quick. I knew that he was suffering else. I felt it in my bones. Because Ailton is, it's alright, Mr. I got my mount. Tier 8, of course. Alright. Are you in Sir 2? Look at me. I'm in Ailton with my Tier 8 horse. He's reached level 32. I guess I can find out by just sending him a party invite. They do have 100% right now. Nice. I wasn't there earlier today. Must be in normal servers. There's like 100% and then season or tree is spawning. What? What? Is he referencing Dimtree? Dimtree's not even in window. I'm in Sir 1, okay. On my way to Myru right now. I can swap when I get there. Oh, that guy, because I said take you to trees. At Okami, trees equals Myru Mach. Dim tree isn't. According to the Discord, is not in window right now. Hasn't spawned, if that was your question. So I swear people don't know how to read. Like I said, I'll take you to trees, and then somebody goes, trees spawning? What? I'm not even like an officer, by the way, guys. This is like a guild that I joined. One of the hunting streams that I did, where I got the 3 clairvoyants, Valtara's clairvoyant mana pieces. This is the same guild, and I don't mind it. I haven't had anybody want to like do stuff with me particularly, but I've offered to like help like power level today and stuff like that. And realistically, I don't need to make more money today, but trees is also not a bad place to go to make money. It's just a terrible place to go to if you're power leveling when you're trying to make money, because you can't loot anything unless somebody is technically 9 digits below your level. Somebody that I was with earlier, sorry, let me finish my thought before I read stuff. The person I was power leveling, I had to get them to 54 before I can actually start looting. So it's not at 10 digits, it's like 9 numerical digits less. So they have to be 54, and he needs to get up to 56. So that's what I'm trying to do. Bleh on second most annoying part of storyline. I've been gone for unwanted year. Unwanted? So I don't remember or know everything. Ooh. No problem. I really don't want to offer. I know the feeling of being lost, taking long breaks in a game that gets weekly updates can be iffy. What? Somebody's like going nuts. Second most annoying part of storyline. They just need to delete the whole town of Butt. I don't know who or what this guy is going on about, but he apparently is not happy about that part of the main storyline. Alright, so we're at Myramok, for those of you curious. Blech, getting stuck. So it's late in the day now. There's going to be tons of people here. I just know it. Yep, there's some people here. There's like 4 people there, actually. Nobody's grinding, which is weird. There's a couple people over there. Are there people over here? That's the real question. Because this spot is not really a good spot. But earlier, this is the spot I was using with those 2 other people. And it worked out flawlessly, actually. They just stood next to this tree right here. No. It was that tree, I believe. Was it this tree? This feels too close. No, it was that tree. I'm at Myru. Sadistic. Do you want me to P-level you? Question mark. I have a feeling he's not even remotely here. So from this spot, by the way, for those of you wanting to know the exact location, this is a 90-degree angle. The boss often, I'll just kind of like highlight some of the trails around here just to make it kind of easy-ish to like see. This might make it very difficult to actually see, but this is usually how I go about doing it. So there you go. There's like the trails. It's along this road right here that you'll find some totems. You'll find 3 along the road if you're heading up to the north. I guess this would also help too, this part of the map. There's 3 totems. There's one right there. There's one right here. And there's another one right here. And then the 4th one is actually like right about over here, right about where my mouse is at. This is not like the best ideal distance. The other 3 that you can see, anybody who might AFK in this general area is going to get like 3 bar distance, but that fourth one will be like a 2-bar most of the time, so it's a little bit unfortunate. They won't get like the full effect, but that's, you know, it's okay. I'm swapping to Sir 1 right now. So I'm gonna help power level this guy for 2 hours here earlier, by the way, and I was running a little bit of buffs, like maybe about 1,000% XP, just casual 1,000. I got 0.75 of a level, 0.750, which 2 hours is not a great thing. It's horrible, but I haven't really grinded for like XP since the 1,000 buff time period, so now he's like, oh, I need to hit level 61. Ha ha ha. I'm like, no. Okay, little Myra Mox, come here. Come on. Go back to your starting point. There you go. I can help get you to 56. I'll just leave it at that. I can help you get to 56. If he tries to say anything past that, no. Some more of those Lost Dragon seals, shiny Chikatu seals. Ooh, lots of silver here, actually. I know that they said they upgraded that. So how much do I get every day? So it's 11.6, 2.4, 2.1. 15 million a day? Yeah, I'm not going 60 TN, I'm assuming tonight. I got quests to do. I'm doing post 56 stuff with an IRL friend who just came back today. Okay. Gotta reteach him the game. I send him a party invite. Is he not in Sir 1? Are you in Sir 1? To send you a party invite. Unless he's slamming the escape key. Watch him be like, oh no, I switched to Sir 2. Oh yeah, sure, nice. Yeah, you're the party leader, yeah. He probably hasn't disabled for party request. Where the heck? Okay. I'm not at the... Forgot I was in... Oh gosh. He was in one from earlier. Oh, okay. People, man. Let's go ahead and power level this nerd. Not at the best spot. This is a decent spot that I helped 2 others in the guild hit 59 earlier. 4 towers, no respawn, or no waiting on respawn. Good solo spot. It truly is. I leveled to 62 here, so. The problem is that there's just so much, like too many, like, distance traveled, or too much distance traveled between each spot. That's the only problem. We're gonna be here for, like, 5 minutes. Bam, 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 bam. Go put those away. Is there anything else that I can do while I wait? Besides get older. Now it's raining. Meh. Guess I'll put these down here. Let's move the shiny Shikaju seals. I literally have nothing better to do with my life right now, except for wait. I was fishing, so I guess I can put those back away. I really gotta go over these, by the way, because I have so many that are just like empty. Like I have 12 of these. I don't need 12 of these. At the end of the day, as long as I have like an extra one of these, I'll be fine, because I'm gonna use them on my new character. I haven't even talked about like making a seasoned character. I'm basically just gonna make a Dark Knight is what I'm going to do, and the reason for that is quite simple. I have a Dark Knight character. This was before any of the seasons actually no, it's after the first season. This is my first season character, but this one, she was not a season character at all, which is kind of sad, but I kind of wish she would have been, because she'd be a little bit better. I'm trucking as fast as my little horsey will go, Lamau. So my Dark Knight, in other words, I want my Dark Knight to be like a second good main character, like a second character essentially. I want to create a Dark Knight character because I like Dark Knight versing Nuver. I like the agility and the mobility of Dark Knight in the Awakening state versus Nuver boss. So I want to get a Nuver alt Dark Knight that's a seasoned character, because the seasoned character, like, we fought Nightmarish Kazarka and I don't even have full pen on this character. Like, full pen character, that'd be fantastic for, I mean, this is almost a full pen, just the necklace. So this right here, I mean, oh, I do actually have it. I want to get a full pen Dark Knight just because I want the ability to have that as my boss alt. And here's what's really just cripplingly bad. This is all, for the most part, Narchilian gear, or Narchilin? Yeah, Narchilin. 233, 305, and this is 243, 309. Like, it's actually not even that much better than Tuvalu gear, I'll be honest. So, I'm kind of working on the gear, so it's going to take some time. This dude is, like, a little over halfway here. Also, this is the other thing. I don't know what causes these to show up. Let's see. Like, what? Private item? This is item loot. What causes this to show up in my... like, this is supposed to be, like, my loot. Or, like, worker. Or farming, pretty much. Enhancement? Is it a system message? Like, I don't know. I don't know. I just don't. I really don't. All I know is that I'm too nice. That's all I know. I'm not going to use Vel's Heart here, although I do probably... Yeah, let me go ahead and get another, like, 100 out here. I need to repair this bad boy. Hello? Stone, click this, click that, do that. Boing. Another gear that some people might be asking about in terms of, like, progression. Why not upgrade your Vel's Heart? Get the blessing, or the whatever it's called. Crystallized Despair goes into something. Nope. Crystallized Despair. Somebody else says I could use the help. This is what happens when you offer yourself and your time. So this, I think this adds 2 more DP, I think. Blessed Soul Fragment. So this adds 2 DP, 1 damage, monster damage reduction rate, and all resistances +2. So this would be another good thing to get. I honestly will just go for the pity pieces because there's just crystallized. There's 248 on the marketplace. Like, I could technically purchase a quarter of them right now if I wanted to, but are you near my room, Mock? We are in Sir 1 right now. Also, people keep thinking that I am Safrina because when I go to character, it shows up as Safrina Rose, but if I go to family, it shows up as Dusty Rhodes. So people, for some reason, think that my family name or my person IRL name is like Safrina. It's funny. I find it very humorous. Who would have thought that I have an alternate identity? Oh my gosh. I really get annoyed though when people assume that I'm like a woman in game though, or like a woman IRL. I don't mind if it's like to the game and you're trying to be weird, just don't talk to me, but for those that are like, hey baby girl, I'm like, I'm a dude. First off, don't call me baby girl. I'm not talking to you, sadistic. I could use the help. Solo Jerd. This is what happens when you make yourself available to things, guys. Let this be a life lesson for the rest of you. Be very careful how you want to spend your time. I know I could just have kept my mouth shut, but I really do genuinely like helping other people. And it's not for the intention of like, I've scratched your back, now you scratch mine sort of a thing. Although that is kind of how I feel sometimes. Let's see, where would I want to put 1? Excuse me. Well, nowadays I'm in Ailton for the most part. Other places that I would go to would be like Velia. So 1, 2. If I just, yeah, you can kind of spam them. That's interesting. And then you can also just hit spacebar to go back right to where you are. So that's nice. Are you in... You have to invite him. You have to invite Solo Jerd. I can't. And if not, I will leave your party and then form another one. Don't make me do it. Don't make me do it. The heck was that? Was that my horse? This dude, oh my gosh. He's on a Dracania class, and he's over in Duvenkroon. Oh my gosh. Alright guys, we'll get there sometime tonight. I don't know when, but we'll get there. I'm at the spot right now. Do you... Okay. He's at least a level 37. You know, he's a little bit better, but, you know, it's just like... Now I gotta effectively wait for a second person to come from Ailton all the way over here, just so I can level him up to, like, level 56. I'll go for about an hour. That should get you both up to 56. Maybe even... 58 to 59-ish. Because earlier I did level somebody up from like... I think it was like 30 something, and they got up to like 59 Anyone else want to join us? Might as well. Just open the floodgates. Somebody already, sure. Sadistic, buddy, you're either gonna have to pass me leadership or start inviting people. Need another head to Serenity 1. What? Actually, I'm kind of far. I can press R. What? I can press... What? Huh? I am confused. You guys are watching a person stream doing absolutely nothing but talk to his guild because one person said something about hitting level 56, and that snowballed now to 3 other people, or 2 other people, saying they also want to be power leveled. This will be good to see if you can beat me to 56. But okay. Wait on your buffs until it's here. Watch him. He's already popped them. He said something about, you know, getting his what is it called? The I know what it's called, but I'm trying not to say the exact word, but it looks like a beaker of sorts, like a rounded beaker on the bottom that you light and kind of produces smoke, like a chemistry thing. He was talking about packing one of those, and I'm like, okay. Now one of them said, if you guys see a guild mission you want to do, let me know. And I'm like, really? Nothing here. Nothing there. I haven't even done... I have? Oh yeah, I have. Okay. I was like, what? Now, so what? Did he just characters? He did. Now he's bringing his witch over, I think. Will do. Well, Solar Jerd is leader now. Harbingers at Star's End. Defeat the Susans. Just love saying that name. So this person did mention about bringing their witch over. If they had 2 characters, don't you think they would have like tagged? I don't think. Wait, no, you can't tag a season character. That makes sense. I want to like stare at the map. There's no volume, no music there, so you know. What can we do? I certainly don't know. Let's take a look at stonks. Nothing really sold other than the blue whale tendon. Actually, let me double check capstones. There's none in the marketplace. I was hoping there'd be some, because then I could at least list the 321 that I have. I can only sell 100. Oh no, it's buy. Never mind. Sorry. I was about to say I can sell all these for almost a bill. Now, realistically, I don't have a value pack, so I'd only get 65% of that, which is like maybe 500 mil versus 6 or 7. Bum, bum. By the time they get over here, the bell's gonna run out. It'd be such a shame to not have a bell to ring. It'd be such a shame. Bum, bum. Bum, bum. You know what, actually? You know what we can do? I just remembered something that I can do. We can roll some dice. I know this is like the peak level of streaming that you guys like crave and that you want out of me. This is beautiful content. I'm definitely not stalling for time. So if I remember correctly, I don't know what exact buffs people were using earlier, but I think I got them up to at least 54 in like half an hour, and one of them, the lower one, I think was at like level 7, I think. I want to get them at least up to 54 like right away. And if they're just done, they're like, yeah, okay, this is it, thanks, bye, and just like leave. Okay, you know, whatever. But I kind of want to just like activate all my buffs and just go on a tear. But there's like so much that I can do. There's only like so much buffs I can add before it starts to become negligible. Like there's only so much damage I can do, physically limited by these hands. You know, stuff like that. I think one of the other guys is like on the road here. Yeah, there he is. Don't. No, that one's aggro too. Whew. I'm gonna pop one just so I know how much. So let me just make sure. Okay, that's activated. It seems really dark. That's why I was curious. That other guy is gonna wish that he was here, that's for sure. He's at level 32, and my guys are starting at 36 and 38. Obviously, for anybody curious, maybe this is your first time watching Black Desert, you might notice I'm not getting any loot whatsoever. That is mainly because as long as there is one person in your party that is more than 10 levels in difference to where your level is, you are not able to loot. They would be able to, but not you. They've already gone up like 2 levels. Okay, so this is like the only one that's kind of iffy. I said the distance is a little too far. So, one of them is like a 1. Now he's like a 2. So yeah, I pretty much did this for like 2 hours earlier. From this lookout, you can actually see where Offentet spawns. He spawns like right over there. It was interesting this morning when I was, I think it was this morning. I was power leveling the 2 over here, and I could just like see Offentet in the distance, and I was like, oh look, there he is. I don't know why I even tried to kill that. I can't even get loot from it. It's the main reason I do. Alright, so this is pretty much all I'm doing for the rest of the stream, I think. Unless this only takes like, I don't know, 30 minutes. Then I might actually make my way to bandits. Maybe, we'll see. Even then, they might want me to go a little bit longer or something. Music score I don't think I've heard very often. I can tell it's probably new too because it's very loud. Now the music shifts away from that. Like, what? Is this considered a different monster zone or something? Was that a field theme music? Go back to just the single, like, pan flute here. I don't know, guys. See, what I thought Marnie Wave was going to be was it was going to be this, like music player. Anywhere and everywhere that you are in the game, you can just choose where music to play. And I feel like that would be a little bit better, because there are times where back when I was doing all the life skill gathering stuff, back then I was also streaming on Twitch, but back then I would actually go to YouTube and like type in Valencia field theme and then find the one I liked and then just kind of loop it for like an hour or two and just kind of have it play over and over. But they've made some changes in the game where, you know, you can actually get some very good like soundtrack transitions between one song to the next, and they've made it a little bit better in that regard. But I still feel like there should be some sort of like a media player more than just like sick tunes on your horse, dude. Like, they're trying to make it seem like it's a car radio more than like a media player is what it seems like. Also, speaking of Twitch, now that I'm thinking about it, I was watching somebody on Twitch. Am I still watching somebody on Twitch? I am still watching that person on Twitch. The reason why is I want the Twitch drops, so. Quentin Maraca, I'm probably not going to go to it, let's be honest. I said that I probably wasn't going to anyways, so. Okay, now they're both level 52. Also, I like this big Miramok over here. When you get kind of near it, it like tends to disappear sometimes. Yeah, like right there. You have to look directly down inside it and it disappears. I like that that was actually thought of, because there are some bosses or some enemies in the game when you kill, their bodies just block so much view. Most of the time I'm always like top down when I'm doing that spinning move anyways, so more of a playstyle choice than it is like a design thing. But they could have just made it to where it never like hides itself. Plus the mobs despawn pretty quickly, or I guess degenerate? It's like it's a wood creature, you know? It's like After all that, then it becomes a veil. Okay, sure. I'll get back to the dramatic music again. Hey, he's actually enhancing while I'm grinding for it. Oh, that's funny. Gives him some time to think about some stuff, you know, like maybe I should do some enhancing while, you know, being power leveled. The thing is, and this is just more of like a conscious thing on my side, I don't want somebody to do what I'm doing for these people, because it's kind of weird. Like, I don't mind doing it for other people, but I don't want them to power level me. Does anybody else feel that? It's more, I call it pride, I guess. I don't really know what it would be, but just like I want to be able to do it myself. Because at the end of the day, I can say that every single one of these characters are the levels they are because I made them that way. So there is a bit of pride aspect in it, but I don't think that's like the real like reason behind it. Let's bring him to the diseased one over here. So once Sadistic hits level 54, I should be able to start looting. So I'm going to get my pets fed just a little bit. Need to get more pet feed. But once he hits the next level, which should be here in like a second or two, I'm going to go ahead and start activating. Hey, so we just got a pen Black Star. Nice. I'm assuming that he just enhanced it. I didn't see the message though. I'm blinder than a bat and too focused on... Oh, I'm looting now. Great. I'm assuming he just enhanced it, so I'm going to tell him grats. And if not, then I'll just tell him, oh, I thought you just enhanced it. I'm working on that myself. I don't think people would just randomly post like pen gear if they didn't just enhance it, or they're not trying to like flex, People flex all the time in like world chat and server chat. The like 2 instances that have ever been there's been like 3 or 4 people that's just like posting nonsense, and I'm like, really, guys? Really? At the end of the day, like, I guess it makes sense because you're proud of it. It took a lot of work, a long time, Yeah, I get it, but I'm not the type of person that's also going to be like, hey, dude, check out my distorted Labresca, unless it just happened, I'm not going to, like, 6 months later be like, yeah, look at my distorted Labresca, dude. I still have a distorted. It's great, isn't it? I'm not going to do that. Because that's stupid. To be doing it more than... Like, what's the cutoff time on that, do you think? Like, maybe a month? I would go as far as say like a week. If it's been more than a week, unless it's like somebody who wasn't there. But even then, there's like a whole like mentality like, oh, you had to be there sort of a thing, They're already level 55. Solo Jerd is literally just enhancing his entire kit while I'm just... it's not a bad way to do it, man. You're trying to maximize efficiency, get something to power level for you while you just enhance your stuff, I mean, if he's got enough enhancement materials to do it, like if he's finished at least all the Media main quest line or the Mountain of Eternal Winter, you have more than enough to enhance a full set, like accessories and all, unless you have really bad accessory luck. But at that point, unless you're not in a season, there's no point to get accessories from the Blackstones, the beginner ones. You just go through the story, get the accessories there, or if you're on a season character, start working on Tuvala stuff. And hitting level 61, you'll get at least an earring and a ring, so it's both at pen, by the way, which is insane. My shirt's bothering me again. So earlier this year, to kind of explain that comment, I lost like 30 pounds rather drastically, and my clothes don't fit nearly as well. My body's more used to its shape now than it was when I first lost the 30 pounds. And 30 pounds is big, it's a big accomplishment. At some points in your life, just losing 5 pounds might be rough, So 30, I mean, it's a great amount to lose. So much so that my body still hasn't fully adjusted to some of the clothes that I wear, and there are times where if I'm sitting like completely straight up like this, unless I'm laying back just a little bit, the clothes kind of dangle and it touches some like hair, and it causes me to like have this weird sensation. It feels like there's water or something on me, and I always equate it to being like acid or something in my stomach. Just like it's a weird sensation. About the same time period that all that stuff was going on, I had really bad acid reflux too. So, yeah, it's It's just a weird feeling. It really is. So we're at 56. Might get these guys at least to like 58, and you know, we're grinding for some money, so it's not too bad now. I've already got my over 1 bill for the day, so I'm totally fine. I've actually been here earlier, like I said, and I got 300 mil from power leveling those 2 people in 2 hours. Or was it an hour? I don't remember. But apparently they're about to die. What? I want to go over and see why they're almost dead. But I'm afraid if I leave this, that it's not going to... I'm gonna go to party chat. Did a tree get too close to you guys? My horse is even damaged a little bit. Or I wonder if that's that sadistic guy may have like wandered. 'Cause all he needs to do is just AFK, you know. I don't get it. I don't get it. I threw Kunai's at that other one down there. He just doesn't care, apparently. One of them finally says, "Yee." Almost want to ask, did it happen naturally, or did somebody get a little too close? Weird. I was here 2 hours. I was here for 2 hours with others, and they never got too close. Be a 50-50 safe spot. They're standing right about where they were earlier. I don't know. So the degraded one is dead. I was gonna say is almost dead, but it's one of those things. I believe they call it the caster's curse, where you're like in the middle of saying a thought, but then something happens, and then by the time you finish the thought, it would be absolute. not absolute, obsolete. Like in that case, you know, the degraded tree is almost dead, and then as I'm saying almost, he dies, and it's like, well, he's dead. I've seen it before in like professional like first-person shooter clips where the announcer's like, and if I can see this going 5 different ways, and if they were to go over, oh my goodness, they just got hit in the head, like just middle of a thought, just doesn't matter where they're at, just like tries to pick it up and try to be more active. It's such a hard ad-libby sort of thing to do, to just like, well, here's how I feel about the situation. It doesn't even matter what I was going to say because the situation ended just like that. Baraka and Quentin are gone. You guys just... Look, Solo Jerd, I understand that you might be curious, but you fly too close to the sun, bud, and you're gonna die. Like, Pen Naru is not a gear that you want to be when you're here. I'm sorry. He's getting adventurous. Maybe he's doing, I don't know, skill combos or something. I don't know, but... Getting too close to the fire, you're gonna get burned. I still remember the first time I was ever here, though. I was like 240 AP? I think that's the bare minimum. Yeah, he's trying to fight things now. I mean, maybe he got up to Pry Tuvula, because that's something you can do apparently on the fly these days. It used to be you would like exchange it at, I think, an NPC or something like that, and now like once you get it to Pen Tuvula or Pen Naru, you can actually like exchange it to Pry Tuvula in your inventory. Like it's no big deal, you know. So up to 57 already. Ideally, and this is my 2 cents, if you're doing anything with the season, trying to 58 can take a little bit of time if you do it by yourself. I usually, like I've mentioned, I'll probably be going through the main quests all the way through Media, because music is so loud in my ears. Not for you guys, though, hopefully. Probably really quiet, actually. Getting through all the way through Media, and then grinding just a little bit afterwards at Sawson's can get you, maybe like an hour or 2 over at Sawson's, will get you to 58. 58 is where you want to be, but I think you only need to be 56 to do Valencia. And once you get to 56, past Valencia, you should be at 58. I've done it a few times, can you tell? maybe at least like 10 characters. From there, you should be able to then quest from 58 to 61 before you even start the Camisylvia main quests, if you wanted to do that. Or in my case, what I might just do is push to go through as much of the main story as physically possible, including Odalita 1 and 2, Mountain of Eternal Winter. Just going to the end of Valencia is, I think it's like 400, 500 quests? I can't remember how much it is. But I figured if you do all of the quests to 61 and also finish all the way through Valencia on one character, that should get you about 1,000 quests. So if you're going for 30k, you just need to wait for 2 more characters, and just doing that, you can, on every single one, you can actually get the 30k quest, no problem. So Roger, what are you doing, bro? I don't know what this guy's doing. I don't know what he's doing. $33 minutes left. $57. So yeah, like the first maybe hour earlier, not even an hour. Did I just do an hour here? Maybe I could swear I did 2 hours earlier. Maybe I only did 1. I got him up to 59, and I think that took a second hour. I got a Force Fury. Those are pretty rare drop here, actually. Didn't even use a bell either. I think it's fine. The extra 100% here is basically a bell, so it's fine. The only way for me to know for sure if I did an hour or 2 earlier is check the loot. Yeah, it was 2 hours. About almost 4,000 in an hour, or half an hour. Yeah, it's about 2 hours. I gotta play like mama hen over here because one of the chicks like to move outside the nest. I'm expecting one of these times that I look over and just see Solo Jerd with like no HP on the side over there. I don't even know if that's it. It could be Solo Herd, like the J is an H sound. I don't know. Damn, so the Jerd's almost dead again. I don't know what this guy is trying to do. Like, what's his angle here? I can understand if maybe he's like trying to watch me or something, but I don't get it. Seems like the type of person who kind of like takes after my own personality, where I just can't sit still for very long. Ironic that I'm a streamer right now. Such is the way of life. All right. Alright, so to kind of talk about tomorrow, because I don't really have much else really to say or do at this point, just kind of like mind-numbingly just grinding here. Tomorrow, I'm probably going to create my season character tonight, just so I don't have to do that on stream. To me, it's like creating a character is just kind of boring at this point. I don't know, there's not a whole lot really to it. I mean, the ability to like customize your character however you want is quite I would say extreme in some cases, but it's more like, I'll use the terminology that I've seen on many different articles. It's a very robust system, whether you want to emphasize the bust part of that or not, but it's a robust system nonetheless. The character creation, it's just you create a character. And for me, like, at a certain point, I've got 3 characters that are exactly the same. I literally have just copied them and pasted them. The 2 lawns that I have, which I almost want to get rid of one of them, but I don't want to do just yet, because it was an out-of-season lawn. It sounds really weird. But I never created it with, like, a season character, so it doesn't have season gear, it doesn't have a ton of skill points. I might even delete her just to kind of, like, get rid of the second lawn on my account. But right now, she kind of has a worth, and I did get her up to 61, and it's a pain to get somebody to 61, so especially not in season. It sounds really weird. Moving on. So I can't. Every single season since even like Nova. Nova was like a pre-creation event where you could create her like a week before the season actually came out. And same thing with most classes since then. Corsair, I think, had a pre-creation. Sage, I think, also had a pre-creation as well. Trying to think if Canny, I know, did. I was trying to think somebody else, but I think especially since Nova, they started doing like this pre-creation thing where you create your character, share a screenshot on like Twitter or something like that. They had huge contests about that sort of stuff. So tomorrow, what my plan is, I want to make my character before I stream tomorrow. And then we might just go through. I'm debating if I want to stream me getting them from level 0 up to like level 56, because that can take 2-3 hours. If I want to do that in the morning time and then just forget about grinding for the day, and then get up to like questing 58 to 61. I don't know, but I'm gonna do all the logistic stuff tonight, get my character created. I'm probably gonna name it something similar to the flower name that I gave my other Dark Knight. I think it's like Moonglow something or another, because I was thinking Dark Knight, Moon Knight, even though it's not the right spelling of night. I'll have to take a look and come up with a creative name for sure. Well, now they're both level 58. So my Dark Knight right now is called Sunset Lily. So I might go with like a moon something or another then. Sunset Lily. Her hair was not originally pink. There's subtle little clues as to what their hair color was based on the name. So in the instance of like Nova, it was gold. I made her a blondie, but then I changed it to, it was purple for a time, and then I made her like a dark pink, and now it's kind of settled on like a dark blue. But the name indicates the type of color, or references a type or a shade of color when I created the character and their hairstyle specifically. For the Dark Knight, I like the lily aspect of it. The reason why is quite frankly kind of weird, but also very simple and silly. So when you think of Dark Knight, you think of like this seriously like intimidating individual, right? You know, they're the Dark Knight. You know, when you think of Batman, you don't think of him dressed up all in pink. That's what I'm getting at. You think of him all dressed up in black like he is, and, you know, just like, I'm the Dark Knight, you know, just like very scary. I'm Batman, you know. That sort of mentality was what, so 100% what I could have done with my Dark Knight, but I figured I would kind of do the opposite, where it's a Dark Knight. Now, back then, I didn't understand class, like, meta and stuff like that. Otherwise, I would have probably gone with a little bit more of a threatening name, because Dark Knight nowadays is actually pretty decent at PvP, I would say. Like, in the realm of, like, decent to really good, because I've had my butt handed to by a couple of Dark Knights. They're very strong. Ooh, another Force Fury, nice. Which is also why I wanted to do a Dark Knight class, because I want to kind of test out Dark Knight in PvP, but it's not going to happen until I'm like hard capped on 2 characters, which is going to take a while. Maybe sooner than that, but the name of Lily is such like a positive name. Like, oh look, there's a Lily. You don't think of like, I'm Batman, you know? So that's kind of why I went with a Lily, and then Sunset, because I believe her hair color was like a dark amberish kind of color. My main character is like the only character's hair color I haven't changed at one point or another. My Secession Kuno, I don't even remember what it used to be, but it's green now. I really don't remember what it used to be. I didn't even start like getting into the blonde phase until my first lawn, and then from there it was like, nah, I don't really like the blonde. To me, it might be more of like a derogative thing, but it's just something about like creating a blonde character, like, oh, they're just a blonde character, they're very dumb. No, I didn't really want that. I know you could probably think of many different words that would define blonde women, but I'm not going to say any of them in fear of getting in trouble on YouTube. But there is this like stigmatism against blonde individuals, not just women, but blondes in general, that I try to avoid. So I didn't really go with a lot of blonde characters, honestly. I like the dark amberish sort of brown, orangish kind of colors. It's kind of natural, like, to have a brownish, orangish kind of hue, or like a brownish, reddish kind of color. I kind of like that color in hairstyles. It's either, you know, ultra realistic, and that to me is more along the lines of like an ultra realistic kind of like a brown, orangish, reddish sort of color, or like the weird, wacky bubblegum pink, like on my Dark Knight, which that's the whole idea why the hair color is like that bubblegum pink, is because Dark Knight, you know. Imagine if Batman had a pink, like a pink attire instead of black. Like, he would not be taken seriously, and that was kind of the whole idea with it. It's like, this is my Dark Knight. There she is, like bubblegum color hair, you know. To me, I found that funny, funniest thing in the world. So much, in fact, I guess it's stuck. Not to be, you know, pun not intended about bubblegum getting stuck in people's hair, but, you know. I've actually got ancient spirit dust here. Not a lot, but... Okay, we've got 15 minutes more to go. I need to head over to my horse real quick. Put my loot away. Nothing, by the way, is stopping these guys. If they want to leave, by all means, they can. They just, you know, I told them I'm going an hour, and if they want to take advantage of that hour, might as well just stick around, you know? Oh, I forgot. Let me check guild quests real quick. Pila... Mancham Forest. We're not near Mancham. We kind of are, but... Nah. I don't think they have a guild quest for Myrmock trees, do they? I don't know guilds enough to know for sure, or guild missions. Whoa. Wrong button. I think I was gonna hit G one more time, but I fat fingered H or something. H is the knowledge button, which is that's what that was, but... Alrighty then. Let's go ahead and experience this laggy. I know that some people watching, maybe not like live, but maybe you're watching the VOD or something. By the way, hi, how are you? If you made it this far, like watching from the beginning, I applaud you. But maybe you're watching this, and every time I get a lag spike and I go lag, you're probably like cringing because you can play the game at like 120 frames per second on ultra difficulty. I got Metroid Dread on the mind right now. Maybe you like play in ultra graphics, like everything is maxed out, and you never have a hiccup. And to you I say, congratulations, you don't have the gaming rig that I do. But to you I say, penny for a poor boy. I'm joking. But in all seriousness though, like, me growing up as a kid, I didn't have my own computer, and my mom and dad, they got into like purchasing a really good computer back then, and we Had a few like floppy disks that we would play games on. I know, what's even a floppy disk these days? I'm showing my real age right now. Ooh. But it was, I don't know, things were different back then in terms of technology and the level of which people are like, I don't want to purchase a hard drive or a graphics card, that's the word, unless it is able to play all my games at ultra realism graphics and it doesn't hiccup a single time, and it has to run perfectly no matter what. The moment that it hiccups at all, I want an immediate refund, and I want to sue the company for false advertisement. I know a few people that are like that. I really do. And I hate the fact that they're like within my so-called friend group. I really do. To me, I've always been about the performance of a game over graphics. The game can look like crap, and did you know this is actually the lowest graphical setting inside Black Desert Online? Did you know that? Now that I've said that, does it change your opinion of the stream? If so, I mean, sorry, but you're leaving. Why are you leaving? I could change the graphics settings up just a little bit, but here it would definitely take my my graphics card would go vroom. Right now I'm hovering at like 40% GPU. CPU is like 70 because I'm streaming with my CPU. For any of you that are like trying to get in streaming, CPU is more important. Unless you have two graphics cards or something like that, and you can have like the extra graphics card handle the processing. But CPU is definitely, in my opinion, more of a priority of getting that right than a GPU. But yeah, the graphics setting of games, it doesn't really matter. As long as the game runs, for the most part, 60 frames, I don't care. Well, the stream didn't go exactly the way I anticipated, but we did talk about the accessories and plans for the future. TLDR is that I want to try to get at least 1 billion worth of silver every single day. It turns out that might take me 3 to 4 hours a day. If I go maybe an hour, I'd have to go like 2 hours of Myra Mock, no Agris. And then also, oh, I'm at 35%, nice. And then also like 2 hours with Agris, both hours at Jade Starlight. Then I could get a little over like 1.1 billion in just junk loot. But as long as the capital per day is over 1 billion, I can't remember how it goes. There's like a net profit, and then there's like gross profit. I can't remember what it is, but like one is before taxes, one's after tax, something like that. As long as the amount of money that I make in a day is after taxes 1 billion silver, then in like a little over a week's time I can get one more upgrade for an accessory. And that's going to be my goal. It's going to be my focus for now, playing the game. Plus also doing season. So I'll probably, if I'm going to do like season stuff, might be on stream as like a way to quote unquote relax from normal stuff. I don't know, but we'll have to play it by ear, you know. I don't want to go too hard too fast at season, and I don't want to go too hard too fast on trying to make the billion a day, because if I do that too hard too fast, then sheesh, I could actually burn myself out pretty quick, because 1 billion a day, that's a lot of money. Also reminds me, there's somebody for Tankuta. Also, Upper Gyphon? Why are people wanting to go to Upper Gyphon? Looking for 2 more, 261k. Ooh. Good thing for me, I'm 285k. Ha ha. I was choking about spit. Yeah, missed it. Black Spirit's Rage. Holy lag, Batman. This music plays all the time in Polly's Forest. I've spent a few hours there. Just a few. Stuck. Okay. Man, I love it when I get stunned trying to use an ability. It goes on cooldown, but it's for that, you Myra Mock. I know I've been killing you guys for like an hour very unfairly, but like, you know, you guys still need to die. So 3 minutes left. I think this is going to be the last rotation, not this is the last tower. I think I can actually do the other 2 towers in the 3 minutes. The hard part really is just like traveling from place to place. But if all the other spots are taken, and this one is not, by the way, highly recommend it. It's 4 towers in total. You might be able to group up the other 2 that I'm about to go to together. I don't think the AFK spot that they're at would really allow me to do that without aggroing them, like some of the Ferraro, to go over by that AFK spot. But this is a great spot if all the other spots are taken. It's so far out of the way from where like the ideal spot is that I don't think many people know it really exists. Maybe if you're desperate enough and you start wandering around, you might find it, but... Left wrist kind of hurts from pushing all these buttons. Just a little bit. I'll be fine. I'll go on. That's good. And yoink. I'll let them know last tower. So 58 is, in my opinion, more than enough for grinding up to level 61. Past that, if you really wanted to grind, it would take you hours per level. Like, maybe at a higher clear rate or something like that. If you're at, like, the main spot, because the main spot has 5 that you can do. 2 of the towers being close enough to where one person can aggro both. You can actually... power level a lot faster if you have that spot, but in this case it definitely is not the like most ideal spot, but in, you know, a panic situation you just can't find anywhere because every other spot is taken, this is a very solid spot. Like I said, I grinded at here by myself from 62 or up to 62 for a good month almost. Let's go put that away, and then either of you wants a ride back? Question mark. I can only take one, guys. I'm waiting to see you. Oh, turn off the loot scrolls, please. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and leave party, and then I'm going to head over to Camasylvia. Down over this way. Anytime. Yeah, not the direction in which I wanted today's live stream to go in, for sure. But, you know, sometimes sporadicness is good, you know? Truthfully too, and this is like the big deciding factor for me. Truthfully, I already got the money that I set out to do today, one bill, so that wasn't the problem. And in fact, we did also get like another 10K, and that's gonna be like maybe 180 million. I think that's how that works, something like that. I don't know. It's almost 200 million. Which is not bad for 1 hour. No Agris. Level 2 loot scrolls. 18 capstones. I think that was the equivalent of 2 hours earlier. 2 Forest Furies. Oh, excuse me. I think I got like 20 ancient spirit dust, 9 massive pure mat. Well, I had some of those already. 7 destruction stones, 7 mansion voodoo dolls. The reason why I'm not using instant Excel here is because I'm trying to look at my inventory and I don't want to go off a cliff. I say that as I almost immediately go off a cliff. Alright, let's go ahead and do that. And then repair. No, I can't. So yeah, it was about 198. Nice. So that's like another 200 mil. I usually try to keep about 200 mil on me, even though I like never use it. It's backup money is why I keep it on me. In case I spend everything in my central market warehouse, I have some money. At least 200 mil. That'll allow me to buy Valencia meals to then do for daily boxes, which reminds me I should probably do that right now while we're here. Put all those away. Let's put that away. So I'm going to need Central Market Warehouse, Valencia, New Vern 5. Heck yeah, we'll end the stream on that. 1,280 or 18, excuse me. Let's go ahead and get those out. Let me try to quickly sell these boxes. Emphasis on quickly. Go talk to Leanna over here. Get my daily cooking. And then go over to here, and then we're going to slap these together. And this should put me at, yeah, 1365 mastery. Dang it. I messed it up by walking. Should be able to sell these in 5 minutes, swap over before new respawns, and hopefully get a kill on it. Well, it's gonna die, but hopefully get a box on it. I've yet to get a box from Nuver, and my Dark Knight is not like the most impressively geared, but it's nothing weak either. But again, it's not like season character almost. Like season character almost has her beat, and she's at Narchillin. Narchillin? I don't know. Narchillin. Somebody's already doing a Polly's weekly. Wow. So that's that one. The only time I stop selling boxes if I ever get a Dallas Shane's I think it's Route for New Business Quest. You go to Dallas Shane and then he'll give you either a Lightstone or a artifact. We've gotten many of artifacts from just doing this. And I don't know if it has any like credit to it or not, or if there's like a certain threshold that you have to sell for that to possibly trigger. I've had it trigger 3 times selling daily boxes before they changed the weight limit of boxes, and I would sell 20 at a time. So I don't know if you can like sell 1 box at a time, 1 painstaking box at a time, and get the quest to trigger. If you can, then technically you can get more than 3 unless they've changed it to where you can't get more than like 2 or 3 a day. I don't know, but that might be something for people to try out. I certainly am not going to do that because that's just too much work. But if you can essentially get like 3 or 4 Lightstones worth in that, I mean, you're just literally clicking buttons and making boxes. So I mean, if you already have the boxes made, then all you're doing is just clicking buttons. And here in Grana, you can stand in the middle and then talk to Vipico over here, like this, and then you can talk to her over here. So it's like you don't even have to move. You're just moving your mouse sporadically for like 10-15 minutes. It literally takes me less than 5 to do this for dailies, so it's like this is the fastest money I make all day. It's 5 minutes, and arguably one of the fastest way you can make almost 200 million in like 5 minutes, unless you know rare drops withstanding. But let's go ahead and tell her we turn in the boxes. Let's go ahead and put this away. And put the eggs over here. Go ahead and put on my combat gear. I always try to remember to put on my combat gear before I swap to any characters, because there have been times where I have swapped and I thought I had my combat gear when I swapped back and I didn't. It's a scary thing sometimes. I'm just like so much in like go that the few times that I have forgotten to put on combat gear, I've almost died to. So yeah, don't do that. I don't know about you guys, but I've never seen stars in the sky like they're trying to say right there. Just me. Oh, Bloodstorm. You guys ready to watch probably one of the fastest Bloodstorm kills in all of existence? There's nobody on this server. Are people so busy doing seasonal stuff that nobody cares about Bloodstorm? Doubt. Oh gosh. Okay, get out, get out. Will of the Windex. Careful. Uh-oh, get out, get out. Okay. Whew. Oh my gosh. No frontal guard. That hurt. If I die again, I lost 2 combat XP from that. I'm gonna try not to die. Go in try hard mode. Back out. Yeah, nice try, Holy Roller. Don't do that, though. Uh-oh. Back out, back out, back out. Back out. Didn't even hit him that time. Nope. Not doing that. Not even close for that. I don't know what I was thinking. I'm just trying to stay in like forward guard stance most of the time here. Oh no. that was a little closer than it needed to be, not gonna lie. Oh, I can't use it again. Well, I just lost 2% combat XP off of that. Oh no, I didn't. Nice. Thank you, outfit. Bloodstorm Maneuver is definitely a tough boss. Alright, so we're at the 50% mark. This is about when my graphics card really goes vroom. 2 Noovers have spawned. They're essentially like 2 normal Noovers. Big problem though is that they both can do abilities and they both can do cones and stuff. So yeah, that's exactly what I'm talking about. That time I lost some. Well, I guess I'm losing 2% and probably another 1%. This is why I don't want to use my Dark Knight that I'm going to use for my second character at Noover and have a boss alt, because then I won't care too much about if they die. This Dark Knight, I do want to have her like potentially at other like grind spots and locations where I may not want to travel to all the time. Like I can put her at the Abyssal lower zones and stuff like that, or maybe like what's that one place, Histria? No, you fricker, dude. I didn't even manage to hit that one. Great. I hit the other one. You have to tap them at least once to be able to get loot from them, so because I kept dying like a freaking idiot. Game just about crashed. So many. And Noover's a meme right now. He's trying to kill me with, like, by any means necessary, really. Like that. Some people say don't ever use V on boss alts. If you're gonna die and you don't want to go through the whole process of like reloading back, go for it. The button is there to use. It doesn't really affect anybody else, and even if you swap back to your main, you're on a 5-minute cooldown anyways. So don't listen to anybody who might say stuff like that. You just, you know, take some damage. I don't know why I pushed that. You can tell my indecision there was like, don't do it, but I did it anyways. Oh my gosh. One more hit from the sandstorm and I might be dead. Oh, I don't have any health potions. Well, that's a problem. This is doing like nothing. We wait for the next tick of damage, perhaps? It took one there, okay. 400? Don't shoot me, Noover, please. Technically speaking, I do have at least one of the 3 infinite potion pieces for her, because I have this. I could get like a lesser infinite health potion, just for the heck of it, why not? Surprised I made that. Gonna wait right outside here. I could have jumped in, but I wasn't feeling confident. Okay, well, let me just hop back out real quick. There we go. Anything crazy? Not much, really. Nothing too crazy. Got 20 mil from it. Nice. Yeah, just nothing crazy. Guess I can't complain, you know. Congrats. This is why I also like to spawn, or like have my character way up here. Nuva spawns like right down where the Pillar of Light is at. I just don't want to have to deal with Bloodstorm right there on me when I spawn over here. It's a little frightening. And I'd rather not do that. Now this character, because it's my second main, I usually have 200 mil on her as well. So this is not like as much money as you can expect to make from Nuva over the course of time, but you know. Let me go back to my main in Grana, and yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and call the stream here in a few minutes. I don't know, just some kind of weird, kind of like a sporadic live stream, really. But like I said, I'm gonna get working on season character, my Dark Knight. I'm gonna start getting her leveled up. Maybe I'll do a little bit. I do kind of want to go over one last thing to kind of leave you guys with, to maybe help you guys get the ball rolling really fast on your season grind. If you are wanting to get some gear, because this seems to be something with the people that I was with tonight, they don't know that you can use, or maybe they just don't care to use it, certain types of gear for your season character. This whole first row right here and these two right here are everything that you can use for your season character to get the ball rolling. Plus, let's see, I think I have it. There it is. A Black Abyssal weapon box. You get this by going through the main story through all the way finishing Medea, or Medea, however you want to say it. This box you have to open on the new character, but you can also exchange the weapon for an actual box again, and that's a weekly quest. So when you're done getting your character up to like Tuvla and stuff, you can convert this back to a Black Abyssal weapons box, and then you can put all this stuff over in Velia, which is the first town that you're going to go to on a new character, unless you're going to Mountain of Eternal Winter, and then put it in Duvenkroon, and then you can actually use this to pretty much speed rush the entire opening part of the game. And I have used this gear in particular for multiple seasons. I did it since Nova. That was December, not this last year, but I think the year before. Or was it last year? I don't remember. If Nova actually came out last year, I'll be very surprised, but I think Nova came out... Did she really almost... That was almost 8 months ago, really? Wow. I don't know, but I've used this gear multiple times on multiple characters, and it's fantastic. Highly recommend it. If you're not using, or if you have these gear, by the way, it's Roaring Magical Armor, Honorary Combatants Gloves, Valiant Catan's Boots, and Rugged Valley Helmets. These 4 you get in the Valencia parts of the quest, I believe, somewhere around there. I know you get at least 2, maybe 1 of them in Medea. I think you get the chest piece first, and then the gloves, and then I think you get the helmet and then boot. I don't remember the order, but when you get these 4, save them as you're going through the main story, because you can use them on season characters for sure. And then all of these accessories here are actually from doing the main story. When you're near Shikatu, you can get one of these. When you get to Valencia, you'll get the other one, and then I don't even know how you enhance these anymore, because they changed them. It's now actually weapon stones, okay, and memory fragments for them instead. It used to be something completely different that's no longer in the game. So, and then the Forest Eye Earring you actually get going to Cama Sylvia. This you get for completing all of Dregan, This is Camasilvia entrance main quest reward. This is the Valencia entrance main quest reward. So I think you only get one then. I could swear you got two. Maybe it's different now. I don't know. It used to be like right near Shikatu, you'd get a quest to get one of these, and then later on in Valencia you'd get one. So maybe they changed it. I don't know. And then Odalita 1, you finish Odalita all part 1. You go to O, you hit main quest. In my case, I've completed everything, but humble flex. You go to Odalita 1 and you complete this entire quest series, and you can get that necklace. The beauty part is that once you get these accessories, like I've said, you can just go and create a new season character, put all these in a storage wherever you're going to go. Like the Balanos main story, that's going to lead you to Velia, so put this stuff in Velia. If you're going to do the Mountain of Eternal Winter one, then put this stuff in Duvenkroon. Unless they've changed it, it should be Duvenkroon. And then you can just go ahead and pick up all this gear and get a huge head start. So one last thing too, make sure you get a Chenga tome. If you don't have a Chenga tome, you are going to hate your life a little bit, because Chenga tome is actually really good. I don't believe, do I have a Chenga tome? I have multiple Chengas. Here's all my Chenga tomes that I have, but I have one in Velia. So Chenga tomes, these give 30% 30% combat grade XP through quests. They're very, very good for doing your like questing through the main story and stuff. And if you are doing the Mountain of Eternal Winter main quests, that will actually get you pretty darn close to like level 58 when you're done. Maybe 60, I want to say, but I can't remember. I've only done that once, so. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and call a stream here. I do want to say thank you guys for watching. If you guys are new around here and you enjoyed the stream, go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below. It's completely free. You can always change your mind later and unsubscribe. That's totally fine. I do live stream usually Monday through Thursday. Wednesday is the only difference. I've thinking about changing Friday to either much later like Thursday, or excuse me, like Wednesday, or just not streaming on Friday at all and just call it 4 days a week. Or here's a possibility, Sunday through Thursday, and then Friday, Saturday off. The main reason why is because my young brother, he streams on Tuesday and Wednesdays, more like midday, and then Friday and Saturdays more like in the afternoon, kind of like 5:30-ish, I think like 5:30-ish on both those days, or 5 o'clock. And usually I would try to stream about 5, so there's like a little bit of a difference. We have the same room that we all have like our computers in and stuff, and I don't want to take up his time, and he's trying not to like conflict schedules as well. We're trying to work it out, but yeah, I think if possible I would like to try to work around his schedule a little bit, and I think Sunday through Thursday would be good, like 3-4 hours each day, something like that. Sunday would obviously have to be after church, and I could probably stream from like 5 until like 8 on Sunday as well. I might even go earlier. I can go like 4 to 8 or something like that, because I'm trying to incorporate weekends as well, because weekends is a good day of the week to try to encourage or like have more people show up for the streams. So I don't know, it's hard trying to grow organically and not try to mooch off of other people's success and everything else. Like it's just not worth doing in my opinion, but whatever. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Greatly appreciate you. If you guys are new, like I said, hit all those buttons. Do a brother a solid. No, do me a solid and do that. I would greatly appreciate that. And until next time, stay safe, take it easy, and God bless. Bye-bye.